Hello everybody, another video here on the Twin Flame 5D. There was a question that I was asked, so Dio, can you just kind of like give us an idea what actually union is? Um, Union is something that completes you. And before I begin with it, I want to tell you that the astrology report's going to wait for a little bit. So I see in the astrology now from different 5D point of view. So I will try to make them as they come. There's a lot of videos that needs to be made. So just be patient. Everything is going to come in its time. But the first of all, to understand, I hope you understand what the 4D and the 5D, what the differences are. I hope you kind of like you get in the idea that if the things doesn't work on a 4D, they're not meant to be. Don't focus on the stuff they don't work, and they have no realization into the physical world because the physical world it's once you get into a 5D, you're gonna look the 3D like you're not even wanna deal with it. You don't wanna be around the people who are like, you know what, I found those shoes and they're so beautiful. This is gonna be like to you like, what is this shoes are matter, or you see a guys about talking about cars, you're gonna understand the cars a different point of view of it. You will have this kind of conversations, but they're not gonna be kind of like a complete. When you look at it into the 4D, the stuff, the duality stuff, should I do this or should not do? Should I will talk to this person, I will not talk to this person, I will get through this, I will get through that. Instead of focus on you, focus on your personal relationship with the universe. Um, so what it's actually union look like on a 5.5D point of view. So that I made a little post, and of course, because this is a kind of like a new vibrations, it's not a lot of people liked it, and that is understandable because of the vibrations are a little different. The meaning of the words it's completely different. It's the same thing like the difference between the 4D and the 3D. You talk to someone who is 3D and you tell them the 4D vibrations words, the meaning and the energy behind the words is different. Same thing it's here. It doesn't have a difference. The only thing it is, it's higher. It's just a little bit higher. So what is the complete union? Someone who completes all in you. He or she is the best friend, lover, best spouse, best father, mother, best partner, and the most trusted person in you. And there was a one comment and one share. So I will give you a little graphic on about this, so that way you guys kind of like get the idea of what's going on with into the dimensions. Um, so, for example, I will picture the person like a piece of wood, and in this piece of wood there's gonna be some a little holes. So in 3D, you meet someone who maybe they have this. So when you put all those two pieces together, the only thing that want to be filled up is this right here. All this is gonna be still gonna be empty. It's not gonna fulfill one of this part. Maybe this one right here, that's gonna be your inner child. This here, it's gonna be best friend. This right here, let's say best lover. Here, we're gonna put it best partner. So you meet someone with the 3D, they fulfill these parts, and there is no completion. This one is still empty inside of you. You're looking for something else. You live with this person for a little while, and then you understand something is missing, something is not right. And in some of the cases, instead of they giving you something, they will take something more, and they will create additional holes inside of you, like something from you it's missing. This is going to be what it's called the 3D damage. This 3D damage is very crucial, and every time when you get into the relationship, this damage that it's made right here has to be fixed. Someone has to fix it. And a 4D, in the 4D, here we go, this damage, it's the one that it's missing in you. And now in a 4D, you have someone who possesses that. Someone who can fix all this. So you're getting attracted to it, you're getting together. Somehow this part, it's fixed. But as you see, the rest of the portions are not. And they cannot be fulfilled. You can have a very good time with this person, you can have a very good attachment with this person because they did something to you, or even backwards, but somehow, some way, and some reason it's not working. It doesn't have a real realizations into that world. So over the time, you're looking at to this part, you're looking at to these positions, and you still the things are not good. They're not good in your life. You look at inside of your soul, you look inside of yourself, and now what she's going to do, if you've been watching the previous videos, okay, they are basically more a 4D as a part of the inner work. You focus on yourself. You focus on yourself. And that part of yourself, you begin to heal yourself. Now, once you heal yourself, you're kind of like a perfect wood. But that wood still needs, by destiny, its own things, looking for its own match. Some of the matches, they don't match, so it doesn't work. They never can be together, doesn't matter how it goes. This is why the people are trying things, they're different. In 5D, if you put in here, they're gonna look like this. This is what you give. This will what you receive. So there's gonna be a mutual healing of it. And the 5Ds is mutual healing, and when those two comes together, all this is gonna become one piece of wood, which is together. It's gonna be glued like nothing before. You would understand that this person is acting like your best friend, is acting like your best lover, is acting like your best child. he's acting like your best father, mother, and he heals everything inside of you. And once that healing begins and everything is healed, here in the 5D, you will understand this union. Here is going to be the universe, here is going to be the one, here is going to be the second, and you will understand all this. It's going to begin to work like a magic based of the truth. This healing, it's going to be the one that you always been seeking, and this healing is going to be called love. The person who's going to love you, he's going to love everything inside of you. It's not going to love only something. Like in a 3D, they love maybe your physical body or the way you act, the way you react. Maybe they liked your brain, the way you're thinking. Maybe they like your soul, the light of your soul. But still, it will not be complete. So even if you try to work out with something, it's not going to work. Compared to into the 5D, when everything is already complete, everything is same, you will find out one very important part. They like everything about you as who you are, and they do not want to change you. It doesn't matter what is going on, they don't want to change you. They accepted you as who you are. Not even more, not even less. They don't look at it for your downfalls. They look at it for one thing, and only one thing. It exists. That is going to be the part of the love. And if the love is not present, you're going to go back to the 4D, and then you're like, no, I can't go back in there. That's not my spot. And you're going to be moving back into the 5D. Something goes on, even worse, to go back into the 3D, then it's like, I can't even breathe here. I can't even exist. The 5D vibration is going to be completely different to you once you get into that state. So over the time, though, when you look at your life, you have to learn that whatever you have in a 4D, you have to trust, you have to surrender, and you have to let it go. It's the same way you learn it to trust, surrender, and let go into the 3D, into the 4D. There's going to be no more difference. You will find everything that you learned about the 4D, it's going to be pretty much applied into the 5D. The only one big difference is in 3D and 4D, you picked up your partner. In the 5D, universe picked up your partner. And when the time comes in to learn that, it's going to be having a very hard time, because the partner who you think it is, they work on a certain levels, but they cannot work on all the levels with you. And when you do that realizations, when you do that part, but you understand that you need to have some kind of union, you need to trust, surrender, and let go to the universe. Trust God. And a lot of the people know this on a 4D. A lot of the people understanding this on a 4D. But it takes a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of everything to trust the universe. And it's a higher responsibility for yourself, you to go ahead and trust this, because that way it's going to be happen the change that we all looking for it, the change that we all talking about it. But the change begins with you. You're the one who's got to make the changes, and those changes are you, as always has been, you to trust, you to surrender, you to let it go, to let it be. And here at the 5D, you will understand the things. They're not the same. Vibrations are not the same. The meaning of the words, as I already said, is not going to be the same. The only thing that it becomes more clear and clear every day is this right here. All of a sudden, whatever you were dealing with it, whatever you've been working with it, it's going to kind of like disappear. This, the vibrations of love is going to be increasing much more on a daily basis. Some of you will experiencing this love like for an hours and hours. It's coming out of you, it's streaming like out of you, and it's going to be a love that you never ever felt like this before. It's much stronger, it's much clean than the 4D. Compared to the 4D, you have the love towards this person, and that person doesn't even bother to send you one text. What is the benefits out of this? There is no benefits. The only thing that exists in the 4D, the most of the time, it is the part of suffering. Even some of the couples who got together in the 4D and they stay in the 4D, they still have issue to solve. Here at the 5D, the issues that you have to solve is from here. The universe tells you what it needs to be done, and let me tell you, it takes less than 5 minutes to solve the issue. Comparing to the 5D, to the 4D, you might take you 2, 3, 4 months to deal with the issue. The 5D, the frequency and the way of understanding, it's higher. It's much higher. It works with the subconscious that it becomes conscious. I talk about this on the previous videos. Once that happens, this thing works very fast, very quick, and you will be amazed, like you've been waiting everything in your life you to work with this. And that's what the union is. Union is when the two people come together, they healed everything, they understand everything, they have one vibration, they can go play in the sand like a child's, they can go ahead and have fun like teenagers, they can be a very good spouses, and they can become a very good partners in life, and they can become the best mother and the father inside of them. And that's gonna comes in with the vibrations, and the people will feel it. Everybody else will feel it. This is not a something that it can't be seen. It is seen, it's felt, and when the people see this, they begin to ask some questions. And the weird part is, if you know someone for 3 days and everybody says, well, you guys know from each other from 10 years and you guys have a perfect synchronizations on everything, guess what? There is something else is there. So I hope like this is kind of like a more like introduction videos on it, so you can get into it. Once time comes in, this is gonna be a more going out dive deep into this issue, so you can understand what actually union looks like into the 5D. So guys, I hope that video is gonna help you out, and some of those people who are in the 4D to kind of like look at your side of yourself and see why you're suffering, what is going on in reality. And when you focus on yourself and you healing yourself, then the universe will know that you are ready, and the universe is going to bring you the one twin flame that it's meant for you, and you will understand when you arrive there. Thank you so much. Be love.